Hi, I'm Quiqui Hita, and in this video, I will be speaking about the Aztec culture and civilization, a few things that I liked about the book in particular, and how the Aztec civilization compares to another one that we learned about during the semester. So, to begin with, I want to talk about how the Aztec civilization compares to the Khmer civilization. So, the first thing that I noticed about the Khmer civilization is that it's very known for its architecture. So, when learning about this civilization in particular, I learned that it's very known for its water technology and that its water technology actually added a very beautiful touch to its architectural side of its civilization. So, relating to that in the Aztec culture, in the city of the gods, also known as Teotihuacan, they are known for their pyramids. Their pyramids are probably one of the most visited archaeological sites in the Americas. And to quote from the book, it's the entire city was designed as an image of the cosmos. So both the Khmer civilization and the Aztec civilizations have some pretty cool background to their architectural things, but they're both known for having pretty good architecture and it adding a cool and beautiful aspect to their civilization. So the next thing that I saw that was similar between these two civilizations was how the power is passed on. So in the Khmer civilization, the power can be passed on actually within the same generation. So usually we hear about in older civilizations that power is passed on from father to son and so on. But in the Khmer civilization, it can actually be passed on from father to brother. So that's how it's different between the Khmer and Aztec civilizations. The Aztecs pass their power on from father to son, and Khmer pass their power on from either father to son or from father to brother. Another cool thing that I thought about when reading about the power and the stages of power in the Aztec culture was that the rulers actually had to distinguish themselves within warfare to become commanders. And when you became a commander, you oversaw religious, societal, and economic duties. So, Aztec culture is known a lot for their warfare and their how they determine power and society rulings and everything. So I thought it was pretty cool to learn about that, about the commanders. So moving on to the thing that I actually thought was most interesting during the book was how women were portrayed and what their roles were within the civilization. So I'm a women and gender studies minor, so it was kind of something that I thought was going to stick out to me before even reading the book, but women didn't really have a huge role within the society. This happened a lot during different civilizations back in that time, but what I thought was interesting was that they actually took part in a very important ceremony. So the women were known for staying at home, cleaning, cooking, all of those duties, but what stood out to me was that, when babies are born, there is a bathing and naming ceremony. So the bathing and naming ceremony happens 4 days after birth, and it is to determine societal and destiny of the child. So their destiny is determined by objects kids choose to play with. So for boys, they'll place out bows, arrows, shields, and for girls, they'll place out brooms, spinning and weaving tools, and cooking ware. And they'll determine the kids' societal destiny by what they pick from those objects that they're presented with. So women are central in this ceremony because the midwife actually conducts it, and the mom who just gave birth watches the water. So it was pretty cool that a society ceremony was ran by women. So that's the end of my presentation. I hoped you enjoyed hearing about Aztecs compared to the Khmer and the gender roles in Aztec culture.